Hey everybody, I'm Michael and welcome to another video. As I go over all these numbers, if you do want to join my drip team, there is information down below for you. Now over the last couple of days, I've been really excited. I've been looking at Twitter feeds and reading a bunch of posts from different people, and I've been looking at YouTube videos talking about how to maximize your drip wallets, and I wanted to show you something that I thought was quite interesting. So today we are looking at this website. It is drip.formulate.finance. I'll put a link down below for you. And this website was developed by someone named James Devstreak. I've been using this tool for the last couple of weeks. I absolutely love it. And with it comes premium features when you pay for a premium membership, but you don't have to use the premium membership to view this really simple calculator. It's a drip calculator. It's very similar to the one that Kelly Snook put out, but I think it's easier to read and understand. So today's video will cover this calculator and how you can use it to figure out how much you will be making with your drip faucet. So let's go ahead and click on calculator. And right at the very top, you can see the price of drip. But we're going to go ahead and scroll down and we are going to input some numbers. So let's say that you were starting today and you had little money to spend. You wanted to get started with drip because, in my opinion, drip is a really great way to make passive income. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have been using drip for the last 9 months, and we can really quickly take a look at my drip account just to show you that I am actually in it. I've got 1,761 drip deposited, which comes out to about $12,000, and my max payout is around $45,000. But I am only at what I feel is the beginning. So I've got so much to grow. This number can reach up to 27,000, and this number can reach up to 100,000. So I've got a ways to go. And as you see with this tool, I've got some milestones here. In 3 days, I'm going to be hitting 1,800 drip if I continue to hydrate. And you can see down here how many days it will take for my wallet to hit max payout, which is about 305 days or something like that, because you can get a little bit more than 27,000 drip in your deposits. But let me go ahead. So now that you know I am invested in drip, come back here to the calculator and let's go ahead and run through a couple of different scenarios so you can see what makes sense to you and see how you can make the most amount of money with the drip site. So let's say you came to the site today and you could deposit 10 drip tokens. And this is your total balance after you make the deposit. So when you go to the drip website and you make a deposit, there is a 10% tax. So essentially you would be coming to the site with 11 drip, and then when you get hit with that 10% tax, you will end up with 9.9 drip, which is around 10 drip. And for the days to forecast, this is the number of days that we will see down here. So I am going to say, let's look at the next 1,500 days. Because if you're starting with a balance of 10, you're going to be doing this drip site for a while. If you came and you had 1,000 drip tokens that you could start with, you probably wouldn't use this number of days in the forecast. You'd probably be able to hit your max payout in around like 400 days or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead though and start with the 10 drip over here in the deposits. This is the price of drip right now, and this is about the gas price in BNB that you would pay to deposit these tokens. All right, hopefully all of that makes sense. Let's go ahead and scroll down here to look at some different strategies. You have a few different strategies here. Pure compound is only compounding, only taking your daily 1% and putting it back into your deposits. So what that means is I've come to my drip site here. I'm going to go ahead and click on faucet so you can see my account. And all that means is every day, this amount here, I've got 1,762 drip. Every day that I am in drip, I get to earn 1% of this amount in the form of drip tokens. So if we take a look at this calculator, I've got 1,762 drip tokens. If I multiply that by 1%, I am going to be earning 17.62 drip tokens right here in my available balance. And when you go over here to click Hydrate, it's essentially taking this money and compounding it or putting it back into your deposits, and thus allowing your deposits to grow. So when you come back to this calculator and you see that the pure compound area here means you are doing nothing but compounding, it just means you're taking your 1% that shows up here and putting it back into your deposits every single day. If you were to select the mild claim, you can see that you will claim once every 2 weeks. So every 13 days, you'll do 13 days in a row, you will compound, and then on the 14th day, you will take your available balance and claim it, and that will go back into your wallet. You have some other options here: conservative claim, so you're claiming once a week. You've got moderate claim, which means you're claiming twice a week, and so on. You can check out these examples for yourself and use your own numbers to see what makes sense to you. But for this example, I'm going to select pure compound, because from what I've seen, this is the fastest and best way to make the most amount of money from the drip site. So we're going to be assuming that we are going to be hydrating every single day and I've got it calculated in here, for the next 1,500 days. If you were starting with 10 drip tokens in your account today, we scroll down here, starting with the very first one, we have 70 cents in income every day, and you can see that as you take these earnings, the 70 cents here, and you're compounding it, putting it back into your deposits, which is here, this number grows, allowing you to earn slightly more every single day. 71 cents the next day after that, then 72 cents, 73 cents, 74, and going down the list, you can see that as you continue to compound or hydrate, your numbers are getting higher and higher of what you are earning every 24 hours. But if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I know this is a lot of days, it is a commitment, but it really only takes about 30 seconds to log into your account and then hydrate. But if you were to continue with this, starting with only 10 drip tokens today, which is about a $70 investment, you come down here, you keep going down, and you go all the way down. Okay, right here, at this moment, a whale tax is applied. Okay, whale taxes just means you've got a lot of money in your deposits. You've got around 10,000 in your deposits, and that means an extra tax is applied to your account, because with the way the website works is the creator, Forex Shark, did not want to allow large users, people essentially with a lot of money, to be taking out way more money than they should. So he put in this system where you get a whale tax after you reach certain numbers. So the whale tax is applied here, 5%, and then down here you can see as we scroll, at this moment whale tax is now 10%, and you keep going down, whale tax is 15%, and then right here max payout is reached. That means that if you start with 10 drip tokens today and you do nothing but hydrate for the next 845 days, you will reach your max payout. Now, in this moment, you can see right here, if you've been paying attention, this net claim area. It says 0 all the way down. So if you do this method, you are not earning any money for the first 845 days. But the magic happens when you start to claim. So all of this time up through the 845 days, you have been doing nothing but hydrate or compound. But once you reach day 846, this is where you'll get the chills. You start earning $1,900 a day, assuming the price of drip stays at $7, which it's at that right now on September 21st. And the cool thing is 845 days divided by 1 year, it'll take you about 2.3 years to hit that max payout number. But then every single day after that is claiming. You're not hydrating, you're not compounding, you are claiming every single day. And if you take a look at these numbers, this is awesome. So here we are on day 846. We are claiming 271.58 drip tokens, which as of today, September 21st, that is $1,900 a day. And as you scroll down here, day 847, 848, 849, every single one of these days is getting you $1,900 a day. So hopefully you see the power in this, that compounding is the best way to make the most amount of money at Drip. Now, when you do start getting down to these numbers, a whale tax is applied on your claims. So you won't be necessarily receiving $1,900 exactly. Instead, if you were to get that amount, let's say the 271 drip tokens, 271.58, you would get a 20% tax applied to that withdrawal. But that still gives you 217.26 drip tokens, which if we take this number and we, what do we do here? We take this number and we multiply it by 7, the current price of drip. That's still $1,500 a day. Now, if you go one step further and you cash out, you take the 271.58, you subtract the 20% to claim it, but then you also subtract another 10% when you go to sell. Okay, it's 195.53 drip tokens that you are earning every day, which still comes out to $1,368. And if we were to take that and multiply it by, let's say, a month, you're earning $41,000 every 30 days. This is without these tax, like these are, the taxes have already been applied. This is your take-home pay. $41,000. That's more than most people make in a full year, and you're making that in 30 days. So we can see as we continue scrolling down here, there is a larger whale tax applied the more you cash out. But the cool thing is, and I've done the math on this, you do end up making a killing. It doesn't even matter if there's a 50% tax. Even if there's a 50% tax, which if we keep scrolling down here, there's a 45% tax. But look at all these numbers. These are huge, huge numbers. And the cool thing about Drip is that it just keeps going. So right here, day 1103 is when your account reaches its max payout, meaning you've claimed 100,000 Drip tokens. And even though you are getting a 50% tax this one time, if we take a look here, 271.58, because we're making the same amount every day, and we are going to subtract the 50% tax when you go to take it out. So we've got 135.79, and then if you go to sell it, there's a 10% tax. Okay, so on the very last day, you have taken out 122.21 drip tokens. Multiply that by $7, that's $855. Even if you were taxed 50% every single day, which you are not, you would come out with every month $25,000. Okay, let that sink in. $25,000. Now I did a quick calculation here for my own account. Let me just make this larger if I can. All right, so for me, my current account, let me scroll all the way back up the top. I know it's a lot of days, but it's a lot of money. So let's go back up to the top here. All right, so for me right now, I've got 1,700, and when I did the calculation, I think I had 1,714 drip tokens. And we'll leave this as 1,500, but we won't hit that number. This is the current price of drip. Come down here. Okay, let's say you were starting with 1,714 drip tokens today. It's a lot of money, so I doubt that most of you are going to have that amount, which, just to give you an idea, 1,714 times 7, which is the price of drip, that's around $12,000 in deposits. If you've got that money, I think it's a great investment, but I am not a financial advisor, so don't listen to anything that I'm saying. So anyway, 1,714 drip in my account. If all I did was compound from here on out, we can go ahead and scroll down. You will see my numbers start increasing much faster. I'm already up to like the 5,000 in my deposits just after about 4 months' time. And if we keep scrolling down here, you can see net claim is 0. That's not going to be true with my account because I have claimed a little bit. In a perfect scenario, I deposit the $12,000. This is what I could look at earning. So I'm going to go ahead and keep scrolling down here. I want to see when the claim starts happening. So right here, 301 days for me is when I will hit my max payout. So when I hit after 300 days of pure compounding, this is when I will hit my max payout. And you can see that my numbers here are 273.03. This is slightly different than when I calculated it the other day, but when you take a look at these numbers, starting, so this is day 301 for me, I will be earning 272 drip tokens every single day. After the first 6 days, so these days right here, 301 to 306, these 6 right here, I will be earning, after I completely to sell it and claim it, and I'm hit with the 10% tax to sell, I will be making $9,200 in that week. But then when you scroll down here and there's a 15% tax right here, you can see that my month will be $51,000. This month right here, $51,000. Then when I hit this whale tax of 20%, I'm going to be earning $49,000 in that month. And then when I scroll down to the next month, hit with a 25% tax, I'm going to be making $46,000. The next month after that, as you can see, it just keeps going down and down. $42,000 the next month, $40,000 the next month, $37,000, $33,000, and then my very final day in drip is $858 for a whopping total of $309,000. Now, when I got started, I put in about $4,000, but then because the price of drip is around $7 now, which I think the price is going to explode, I put in another $1,500. So my total that I have invested is the $4,100 plus the $1,500 that I recently put in, which brings my total investment to $5,600. Oops, that's not a 6. So $5,600. Every day I have been putting in, every day that I do a transaction, I have to pay a BNB fee, which comes out to, let's say it was 50 cents every day. Well, 50 cents every day times the 300, which is where I will be at the max payout number right here. So let's say I hydrate every day for the next 301 days. I'm only spending $150 in fees. So it's this number plus the $150 in fees. So let's say we add that into our total amount. I've invested $5,750 for a total of $309,000 in returns. So this is what happens when you do nothing but hydrate or compound. But what happens when you start claiming more often, which means you're taking money out as your account is growing? Well, let's say that you were to start with 10 drip tokens in your account today, but instead of doing nothing but compound, we are going to do a conservative claim of 1 claim every week, which is very conservative. But if you scroll down here, you will notice that there is a very big difference in how much you earn when you start cashing out your max payout. So let's scroll all the way down here. Actually, I am going to do a search for max payout reached right here. So the max payout reached is day 989. So if you remember from the previous example, if you were to start at 10 and do nothing but hydrate, you will reach your max payout about 200 days earlier than if you did the claiming once every week. And you could take it one step further and say, what if the price of drip jumped all the way to $300 per token? Then you're like, look at these numbers. Every day you're taking out $81,000. I remember watching a video from a guy named Stunabreezy on YouTube who said when the price of drip was around its maximum, the peak, 201, which if we take a look here, it was around, I guess, I don't know if this is accurate, but let's say it was $180. $180. And he was cashing out, because he had hit the max payout, he was cashing out like $50,000 a day. So he made more in a day than I made all of last year. So hopefully this gets you excited. Hopefully it puts a smile on your face, because it puts a smile on my face. I believe that now is the best time to get into drip, although I am not a financial advisor. Drip's price is around $7 now, but if the price jumps to $100 a token, you are really going to be kicking yourself for missing out on these steals of a deal. So hopefully this video was helpful and insightful. I will put a link down to this tool below. Check it out. If you want to pay for the premium membership, there are some extra features where you can actually see more stats and more details related to your accounts. It's a really awesome feature, but if you don't want to pay for the premium version, it's not a problem. You can still see most of these with the free version. If you found this video helpful and you want to join my drip team, there is information down below for you on how to get started. I would also appreciate a like. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.